Dear ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another prime time on YouTube at your popular YouTube channel, the UK Coupon Key, with your host, the Lucky Star, ushering you into yet another amazing video recording for our Week 10 episode in the ongoing 2022-2023 UK football season. It's a Blue Coupon week, for which we are presenting you this extra corner video based on your popular choice for the week. And the popular demand for this is actually our nap. A lot of persons clamor for the nap, but as you and I know, the nap is not an easy stake in this business, and we're going to do our best to bring us a 4 power-packed combination for this particular video recording, which I tagged the best banker, the best pair, the best nap, and the best winning line. So those are actually the 4 tag for this particular video recording. So we're going to be bringing you all of these revelation, and if you watch the presentation, you'll discover that there are other digits which we actually took maybe a banker from, could be a pair, then we'll take one as our banker to form our winning line. For the free winning line, we have actually 5 digits. What our advice is, if you are the type that does long range permutation, despite the fact that we did not pick those other numbers to include in our selection due to the cost of this presentation, you can actually add that one up to your long range permutation for the week, so that you can actually put yourself in an advantage to winning more digits from your long range permutation. You can as well do that, but for the course of this video recording, we took out our banker, our pair, our nap, and our winning line, not more than 5 digits. And we'll be starting right off into this presentation by the sequence from our right-on football fixture, which is actually a pair from which we took one out as our banker digit to form our pair. And it's coming from the back page of our right-on football fixture, which is actually the Expert Gazette column. This is actually our Expert Gazette column, where we have number 17 hook numbers 45. And how does this sequence work? It actually started in week 26, 2022. On even week, if the digit at the bottom position, where you have 45 right there in the Expert Gazette column, if it gives you a draw, then in 2 weeks time you pick that particular position as your draw again. And in week 26, 2022, the digit there was actually number 38, which was a draw for us that week. So in week 28, 2022, we had number 13 in that column, and it was also a draw for us that week. The sequence did not set again until week 32, 2022, where we had number 37 in that column, and number 37 was a draw. So in 2 weeks time, which was week 34, 2022, we also had number 11 in that position. It was a draw for us that week, and the sequence did not set again until week 38, 2022, where we had number 18 in that position, and it was a draw. So in 2 weeks time was now week 40, 2022, and number 13 was sitting right there, and it was a draw for us again. So it did not set again until week 8, 2022, where we had number 10 in that particular position, which was a draw for us that week. And in 2 weeks time, which is actually week 10, 2022, which is this week, we are having number 45 in that very position, which we are expecting to give to us our one banker draw at the end of the day. So number 25 is our first digit that we're picking during the course of this video recording, and we'll be checking all the sequence to also pick other digits from. And you'll be seeing that in the course of this. Next, we'll actually be checking out the special advance fixture, for which we have 2 sequences to actually bring our way. The first one is, whenever game 2 of Expert Trio is being repeated to the game at box 6, which is actually number 35 for this week, the match between Grimsby and Crewe, when the repetition happens in a 0 coupon week, therefore you mark as your one banker draw the game at your box 1. Box 1 is where you have number 12 in our high score quiz for this particular week. So you mark that particular position as your one banker draw. And the reference we used to check for this is actually week 40, 2020, where we had number 6 there as our draw. In week 50, 2021, it was the turn of number 3 to draw for us in that particular column. And in week 10, 2021, we had number 7 in that position. It was a draw for us. In week 20, 2021, it was the turn of number 17 to actually draw for us in that particular column. And for this week 10, 2022, we have number 12 there for us as our one banker draw based on this particular sequence for us this week. And the next one we're going to be checking out is also from the special advanced fixture. You have to actually pay attention to this one because it's a little bit tricky, but it can be explained. And if I explain it properly, if you listen well, you're going to understand. The sequence says that whenever the game in box 1, which is number 12 there, is being repeated to our game 3 of our easy column, when that repetition does happen, then you take note of this. 1, the week number we have to play first. If the week number draws in that particular week where the sequence occurs, then subsequently, whenever the sequence is set again, you will pick number 4 as your one banker draw. So that's how the sequence actually operates. So you have to wait for week number to actually draw. Then when the sequence set again, you pick number 4 by number as your one banker draw for that week. And the reference week to check for this is actually week 45, 2020. Number 45, which is the week number, was actually a draw for us. Then the sequence did not set again until week 3, 2020, when it set again, and number 4 was actually our one banker draw. Next, it was the turn of week 37, where the week number was actually week 39, 2021, where the week number was actually a draw, and the sequence set again in week 47, 2021, where number 4 actually took a draw. Then the third appearance was actually in week 12, 2021, when the week number, which was number 12, was actually a draw for us. Then the sequence did not set again until week 21, 2021, where number 4 now took his turn of the draw. Then the sequence did not set again until week 46, 2022, where week number, which was 46, was actually a draw for us. And in week 51, 2022, when the sequence set again, number 4 was our one banker draw. And if you look into this sequence very well, the last setting was actually during the course of the Australia season. It actually gifted us our one banker draw. And the sequence did not set again until week 7, which was last week, 2022. And the week number, which was number 7, was actually a draw. And if that happens, then the sequence did not set again until week 10, 2022, for which we are now picking number 4 as our one banker draw for us this week. So we have actually checked out the sequence from our right-on football fixture, our special advanced fixture, and now we'll be moving into the Push Telegraph to actually bring us the main focus of the day. And all of these digits that we're bringing out is what we're going to use to form our NAP, our pair, and our one banker draw, and also our winning line. So take note of all these digits, and I expect you'll be writing them down so that you don't miss out on any one of them. But though we're going to be reading out the NAP, the permutation, the pair for us during the course of the presentation. So let's get back into the Push Telegraph part of this presentation. For our Push Telegraph presentation, I want to sincerely say I'm sorry I could not lay my hands on the late news for week 10. I did all I possibly could yesterday to lay my hands on that journal. For the first time in a very long while, it disappointed us. The city where I stay, we're not supplied Push Telegraph for week 11 just yet, and up to this moment I've not gotten my own copy of our Push Telegraph. So that was why I couldn't bring us the digits in that column where we're expecting a trial for this particular week. But if you can lay your hands on Push Telegraph, go to the center page, the center spread, where you have the picture column there, and check on the left hand side, like where you have number 3, 5, 7 for week 9, and the digits there, it will be 3 digits, but whatever number that is written there, you take them for 1 or 2 draws for this particular week, just like I explained to us last week. And probably when we'll be doing our presentation on Monday or Tuesday for our paper preview episode, we'll be able to tell us if actually those digits give us a draw or not. But as at this moment, I don't have a copy of our Push Telegraph just yet. But we're going to be going into the sequence that we actually have for us during the course of this Push Telegraph presentation, and we'll be seeing that for ourselves. The main focus for this first section is actually talking about the Dreamland column. If you look at that Dreamland column, this is actually for week 46, 2022, the just concluded Australia season for us, and we are dealing on a blue sequence week based on this Dreamland column. If you check at that column, you see that the position of 32 and 37, which is the bottom position, the right hand side was a draw for us for week 46. Now in week 50, you see the area where we're going to be picking a draw from. This is week 50, and it was the left hand side that was the draw for that particular week. So next we'll be checking week 2 to see the position where the draw was being placed. and in week 2 it actually moved to the right hand side. So if you watch, it has been taking right, left and right now, and the first position there, which is actually a position of 18 and 38, watch what happens with that position. Also 18 took a draw. The next we'll be watching where the draw will now move to based on the up and the lower position for us. Actually, that's coming on in week 6. So for week 6, it actually took the right hand side for the upper column, then it took the left hand side for the lower column. So since it's been switching position in week 10, what we're expecting now is to take, for the upper column we take the left hand side, then for the lower column we take the right hand side. So that's what we're expecting it to do for us this particular week 10. It's actually week 10 2022. So we're expecting the draw to be on the left hand side of the upper column and the right hand side of the lower column, and that has to do with numbers 12 and numbers 48 for this particular week. But mind you, we did not include that number 48 into our selection. That's why I was advising earlier on that you should write down each of the digits taken from the various columns, so that if you're doing your long range permutation, you can actually include all of that. But for our presentation, we actually took out number 12 and use it in our presentation, but you can include that number 48 in your selection. And I will bring to us why I took this pair, which is actually 12 and 13, as the best pair for the week. The reason is that in week 10, which is our week number, you can actually see that in the top tips column where you have the 2B rating there, you will discover that the week number appears on that column. And when this happens, then you pick for 1 or 2 draws the games in commentary games 1 and 2, which we checked from the Dreamland section just now, which was actually numbers 12 and 13. And the reference weeks to check for this is actually week 8 2014, for which 1 and 4 were the pair, and number 4 was a draw for us. And also take note of the ways we switching the position for the draw for this particular sequence. Number 4 draw, which was on the right hand side, then the sequence did not occur again until week 38 2019, for which 18 and 27 were in commentary games 1 and 2, and 18, which was the left hand side, was a draw for that particular week. Then the sequence occurred again in week 42 2020, for which we have 5 and 6 in that column, and the right hand side, which was number 6, was a draw for us that particular week. And the sequence did not set again until this particular week 10 2022, for which we have 12 and 13 in our commentary games 1 and 2. So if you want to go by taking the switching position of draw, we should be expecting number 12 to actually be the draw for us this particular week. But nonetheless, we took it as a pair, so that's our best pair for this week. So took note of that. It's actually 12 pairing 13. Next, we'll be taking our own banker, which I call the best banker for this particular week. We'll be looking at that one also, and it's a 30 weeks sequence for us. And this sequence is actually taken from our commentary game 3 pair. It's actually our commentary game 3 pair for this week, which is 11 and 25. And this is an every 30 weeks sequence. The sequence started in week 6 2019. The game on the left hand side where you have 11 for this week, that week was actually number 45, and it was a draw for us. And that position did not draw again until 30 weeks, that's 40 weeks time. 30 weeks there was no draw there. The 40th week we had a draw there, and the weeks to actually count is week 16 2019 there was no draw, week 26 2020 no draw, in week 36 2020 there was no draw. That's 30 weeks elapsed. Then in week 46 2020 we marked number 35 in that particular position for us. So the sequence did not set again until week 34 2021. That was when it completed 40 weeks again, and number 1 was in that position, and it was a draw for us that particular week. Then the sequence did not set again until week 22 2021, when we had number 5 in that particular position, which was a draw for us that week. Then the sequence did not set again. The 40th week is now actually week 10 2022, which is this week, and we have number 11 in that position to draw for us. That's why I tagged number 11 as the best banker for this particular week. And if you observe, we have 11 and 25 in that particular column. That's the pair there. So you can actually add number 25 to your long range, which we did not include in our selection for this particular video recording. So that's why I say some of the digits were left out, but you can actually include that one to do your long range, as nobody knows where they will be coming from, so that you can afford yourself the opportunity to be a winning line, whether long range or short range, and be in winning ways and be happy at the end of the day. And if you've been watching our video to this moment and you are yet not subscribed to our channel, please do support us by clicking on the subscribe button, and it also helps you, puts you in an advantage to see our video whenever they come out. And whenever you see our video, you have the likelihood about 80 to 85% chances of winning either the online bet or the post for that week. That is why you need to watch our videos. So click on that subscribe button to get to see our videos each time they come out, so you can actually be in winning ways. Then click on the like button if you like what you're watching on this channel. Don't forget to do that. It goes a long way. It helps the algorithm to make others to see our channel and also enjoy the free things you've been enjoying from this channel ever since. And as well, you can place your comments in the comment section to make us know any particular thing you want us to know about. Therefore, we'll be telling us the sequences we have actually checked out during the course of this video recording. We actually checked out number 11 as our best banker for the week, and numbers 12 and 13 as our best pair for the week, and the best nap for the week, which I compiled, is this: 11, 12 and 45. That is the best nap for the week. And our best winning line is actually 4, 11, 12, 13 and number 45, in that order. There are actually 5 games. So that is what we have for you during the course of this video based on your choice. It's the extra corner video, and I want to say take care. Remember, stake what you can afford to lose. It's gambling at the end of the day. Nothing is 100% sure in this business, but what we are giving you is 80 to 85% chance of putting you in winning ways. Remain blessed. Stay tuned to the next video recording. Thank you very much. God bless you.